Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where we have another Middle-earth strategy battle game reveal. 2 reveals, in fact, as we will very quickly get into, because we're going to jump in straight away. Play hide and seek with Shelob, Gollum, and a new Middle-earth journal. Not what I was expecting today, I'll be honest. I, in fact, never thought we'd get a new Shelob model. Certainly not one in plastic, for the first time, I believe. Yeah, she's gross. Exactly as she should be. In the perilous mountain passes of Cirith Ungol, worse things than orcs and goblins lurk, and one of them in particular has a lot of legs. If you're squeamish or arachnophobic, you have already seen what's on the page, so I doubt you're watching this video. But you might want to look away rather than witness the fearsome form of Shelob. Shelob is a giant bloated spider who hunts prey in the winding tunnels and passes Cirith Ungol, the route to Mordor braved by Frodo, Samwise, and Gollum. The spawn of Ungoliant, an ancient evil spirit from the earliest days of Middle-earth, she is afflicted with a ceaseless hunger, and will paralyze her prey and web them up so she can feast on them later. I'm not a big fan of Shelob. I think the movies did her just incredibly well, but she's also grotesque, which is perfect. So she's always freaked me out a little bit, but this model, there's so much to love here. And just as a fantasy spider, the pose over the rock, like ready to just go at its prey, amazing, just incredible. And she's plastic. She will be available in plastic in a new box, The Path of Cirith Ungol, Shelob and Gollum, which also features the ring bearer and the strange and twisted creature named Smeagol. Gollum. What do we think of Gollum? Obviously the rocks, it ties in quite well. It's a very Gollum-esque pose. What do we think of the face? It is gnarly, he does look gross, he just looks a little off. But then, isn't that Gollum? And it says Frodo, it is obviously Frodo. It's that point in the book where, Frodo has met his end. No Samwise the Brave, which is really sad, but it is just a hobbit wrapped up in webs, isn't it? But it's a nice inclusion. So that's our 3 new miniatures. Shelob towers over the new Gollum miniature, poised clambering over some rocks, as he is wont to do, while poor Frodo is all webbed up, minutes from being consumed by the ever-hungry spider. This ensnared version of Frodo is designed to be used in the Bravery of Master Samwise scenario, so maybe we are getting a new Samwise the Brave. That is featured in the upcoming Middle-earth strategy battle game journal, The Treachery of Gollum. Get those shot glasses ready, pour in your favourite spirit, because this 48-page softback supplement, The Treachery of Gollum, features 9 new narrative scenarios covering the Hobbit's journey through Cirith Ungol and their encounters with Shelob and Gollum. Each can be played as a standalone scenario or as part of a larger campaign with rules that change depending on whether the good or evil forces win. So only 9 scenarios in this one, which will be, 18 pages probably, then a little bit of the campaign stuff. But if you've seen my video, in fact I'll tag it at the end of this one. I did a review of the last Middle-earth journal. I loved it. I thought it was incredible. Everything in there was just excellent, even though it was dealing with the War of the Rohirrim. So the second one is focusing on Samwise the Brave, Frodo ensnared by Shelob and Gollum, and all of that stuff on the journey to Mordor. I feel like we've just jumped all over the place, all over Middle-earth, and all over the time frame. This is an interesting choice for the first true supplement for this game, I think. Because I am still classing the last one, focused on the War of the Rohirrim, as a licensing deal that had to be done just to get the new stuff and reacquire the license. I think basically all the first year of this edition has pretty much been, with maybe a few exceptions like Prince Imrahil, and didn't we get some other plastics? We got Bolg, I think we got a couple of others as well, Eagles, but I feel like it was very much we will renew the license with yourselves, we like what you're doing, but you have to focus and push the War of the Rohirrim. And now that's out the way, I feel like this is the real start to this new edition. So it's a bit odd that we're going straight to the mountain passes of Cirith Ungol, but it is a pivotal point in the story. And Samwise the Brave, he is the bestest of them, Have to build a pony, of course. Also included is a complete guide on how to paint both Gollum and Shelob. Excellent, with details of paint mixes and their application. Okay, so it is an in-depth thing. I like that. There's a painting guide for webbed Frodo too, as well as hints and tips for creating gaming tiles representing the lair of Shelob, and a guide on using those to create a full battlefield. There's also guides for creating the pools of brackish water found in the dead marshes. Okay, we had an article like that in White Dwarf about a year ago, I think it was. And also how to turn your Gondor Mansion and Gondor Ruins kits into terrain for the Osgiliath sewers. Both the miniatures and journal will be available to pre-order in the coming months. Stay tuned to WarCom for more news. So is this probably a January release, do we think? I think we're stacking up January now, aren't we? Okay, what do we think? Because that also, the hobby stuff sounds a bit all over the place. Dead Marshes, great. Absolutely. Not quite in that scene, and neither is the Osgiliath sewers, but it is on the path to Cirith Ungol. So this feels a little bit more all over the place and haphazard. It's within the same journey of Frodo and Sam, isn't it? Let's be honest. But I am very surprised that we're going straight into the treachery of Gollum and Shelob for Journal 2. And I'm sorry if you are freaked out by spiders, arachnophobic, but that miniature is just gross and amazing. And yeah, just creepy as hell, which is perfect for Shelob. It looks imposing. It looks like it's on quite a big base. I love how you have all of this open space underneath her. I think that that's really cool. I get that the webbed Frodo is a token, and it's probably going to be some sort of objective marker for that Samwise the Brave scenario. But no, Samwise the Brave surprised me, so maybe he's going to get a standalone release, or he's coming with some other miniatures, but I don't know what other miniatures you could release him with, because I don't believe the Samwise the Brave model is available. And bearing in mind this stuff's plastic, he's an old metal model from 20-some years ago. Gollum, this is a first plastic Gollum as well, potentially. It is a little bit reminiscent of one of the first Gollum miniatures, which was him on a very, very beautiful big rock just crouched over. Obviously, this is a bit more sinister. He is watching Shelob ready to devour Frodo. You can see the exact scene that this is depicting, this moment is depicting for. I kind of like that the journals are focusing in on tiny moments within this huge Middle-earth world. Maybe it's a little bit too tiny for 9 scenarios, but I did question the number of scenarios for the War of the Rohirrim, and honestly, they were all pretty good. So yeah, I have faith in this. I think the Journal Tacticas, the Middle-earth journals, they've all been pretty solid. It's the same studio overall designing them, the Specialist Games team, I believe. So I have full faith in them. I think that this will be excellent. I love that there's hobby guides. I love that there's painting guides. I love that you're kit bashing terrain. You're making tables and boards and how to use different elements. All of the hobby stuff in these books, certainly in the first one, was just fantastic. I like that they're following that trend, and that seems to be the blueprint for what these books are going to be. And yet again, the miniatures just knocking it out the park. Right, I'm going to go because Shelob's probably freaking somebody out there. I apologise that we've been on her for so long. But yeah, really looking forward to this. Can't wait for when it comes out, and these are miniatures that I may even look to pick up. But I would like to know if Samwise the Brave is coming. Games Workshop, let me know in the comments. And you guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things if you have enjoyed this. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.